Hello everyone. Good morning students. Dear students, in previous class we take and revise a very important chapter of your syllabus, which is surface area and volumes. And dear students, in that class we take and solve some important questions and also we solve some previous year board examination questions based on surface area and volumes. And we discussed so many topics and so many questions in that previous classes. Now in today class we take and revise a very important chapter of your syllabus, which is what? Statistics. Dear students, in that class basically we are going to study, discuss the topic mean, median and mode. Okay dear students, so in order to discuss that topic, first of all we are going to take the first topic of that your chapter, which is what? Mean. Okay, so let's see dear students. Now first of all we discuss. Now in your chapter we are going to discuss about the mean for group data, not for ungrouped data. You know that in previous classes, in class 9, you are studying about the mean. Mean is the value that obtained by the sum of observations divided by the number of observations. Okay, dear student. But suppose that if we have the variables x1, x2, dot for xn, then their mean is what? x1 plus x2 plus xn upon n. This is the formula for mean. But here we have some frequencies are there also. So first of all, suppose that we have the variable x and frequency f. Okay, dear friends, and we find the mean of that data. Okay, now if variable is x1, x2, x and dot so on xn, and our frequency is f1, f2, f3 and dot so on fn, then in that condition the mean of the given data is obtained by sigma fi iteration 1 to n fi into xi upon sigma fi, and duration of I is 1 to n. This is the general formula for mean, and that formula is also known as, this method is known as what? Direct method. Direct method. Okay, so by the help of that method we find the mean of that type of distribution. Okay dear students, now we take and solve some important questions based on that topic. Okay dear students, now dear students, we take and solve some important questions based on median by the help of direct formula. Okay dear students, let's see. Find the mean of the following distribution. The first question is, find the mean of the following distribution. Find the mean of the following distribution, and your distribution is x and variable f, and variables is 4, 6, 9, 10, 15. 4, 6, 9, 10, 15 is the variables of the given question, and their corresponding frequencies are 5, 10, 10, 5, 10, 10, 7, 8. Okay, different. This is the very important question based on mean. Okay, so let's see what is the process to solve that type of question. Based on just I discussed about the formula for mean is what? X bar is sigma f into x upon sigma f, sigma f into x upon sigma f. So we form another column for f into x, for f into x. Now we multiply them and we find the value of n to a. Then after, dear students, we also find the value of sigma f, because of in that formula, see the concept of sigma is what? Plus addition. So we get 5 to the, this is 20, 10 6 is 60, 10 9 is this is 90, 10 7 is this is 70, 8 15 the 120. 100. Now we adding them, so we get what? Let's see, 1 0 8 8 9 360. This is the value of sigma f into x. The value of sigma f into x was 360. Now sigma f is what? 10 10 20 25 is 15 is what? 40. Thus in this way, first of all we find the value of sigma fx and we also find the sigma m. Now we put the value in that formula and we get our required mean. So that is mean is equal to sigma f into x upon sigma f, that is x bar is equal to 360 upon this is 40. 0 0 cancel to each other, that is x bar is equal to 36 upon 14, this is 9. Thus the value of sigma bar is equal to 9. This is the required solution of the given question. Okay, thus dear student, in this way you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on the topic mean. Okay, now we take and solve some other important question based on that topic. Okay, let's see. Let's see. If the mean of the following distribution is 6, our question is if the mean of the following distribution is, okay, if the mean of the following distribution is 6, find the value of p. Is 6, find the value of p. Find the what? Value of p. Find the value of p. And your variable is what? Let's see. Variable and frequency is given, which is variable is what? 2 4 6 10. This is 2 4 6 10. 2 4 6 10 and p plus 5. This is the variable for that question, and their corresponding frequencies are 32312, 3231 and 2, 32312. Okay, this is the question here, dear friends. Now we find the what? P, the value of p. Dear friends, for that question we already have what? We already have the mean of the given data. So just we first of all we find the mean. So for that, first of all we find the value of f into x, means product of the variables and their corresponding frequencies, which is what? 3 2 is 6, 4 2 is 8, 6 3 is 18, 10 1 is 10, and this is 2p plus 2 5 is 10. Okay, so first of all we find what? F into x. Now we find what? Sigma f. So the value of sigma f is what? Let's see, 3 to 5. This is 11. Thus the value of sigma f is what? 11. Now we find the value of sigma f into x, which is what? Let's see, this is 10 10. This is 20 20. Okay, 20 and 18, that is 38. Okay, 38 and 8, 46 or 6, 52. So that is 2p plus 52. So 2p plus 52 is the value of sigma f into x. Now what I do? Dear student, we know that the formula for mean in direct method, you know that. Thus we know that mean x bar is equal to what? Sigma f into x upon sigma f. Sigma f into x upon sigma f. Okay, that is, and the value of sigma f into x is what? That is 2p plus 52. The value of sigma f into x is equal. Okay, and upon the value of sigma f is what? This is 11, and the mean of the given data is what? This is 6. because of for that question the mean of the given data is what 6, so here we put what as 6, so we get as this is 2p plus 52 is equal to 6, 11 6 are 66. Okay, so thus the value of this is 2p is equal to 66 minus 52, that is 2p is equal to 6 minus 2, that is 4, the 6 minus 5, that is 1, that is the value of p is 14 upon 2, that is 2 7 is 14, that is the value of p is what 7, the value of p is what 7. This is the required solution of the given question. Okay, dear students, thus dear students, in this way we can solve that type of question. So please dear students, do more and more practices of that type of question. After that you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise. Now dear students, we are going to take and solve some important questions. Okay, we shall take some important question based on the mean, based on the mean, which is very important for you and your upcoming examination, dear students. We take one more question based on the topic mean. Let's see here. Now we are going to discuss about the topic. We take one more question based on mean. Okay. Find the if the mean of the given distribution is 50. Question is if the mean of the given distribution is 50. If the mean of the given distribution is what 50, find the missing frequencies. Find the missing frequencies, and your data is, dear students, let's see. First of all, we write class, and the class is what 0 20 20 to 40, 0 20 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, and finally 80 to 100. Okay, this is the class which is 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80, and 80 to 100. And the frequencies are 17, F1 32. Frequencies is what 17, F1 32, 17, F1 32, F2 19, F2 and 19, and we find the value of the missing frequency. Okay, dear students, this is the question here, which is very important question, dear students. First of all, we form two columns. First of all, we find the mid value as each xi means x. Then after we find the value f into x. Okay. Then we find f into x. Let's see. So for mid value we find what 0. We adding them and divided by 2, so we get here 10. Here we get that is 30. Here we get 30. Okay. Here this is 50. Okay. Means does 90. Okay, so we find xi. Now we find the value of fi into xi, which is what? This is 170. This is 30 f1. Okay, and sum of frequencies also given as 120. Here the total is given as here Here total frequencies is given as what? 120. This is 120. Okay. Now here this is what we get, what? 0. This is 1600. Now this is 70 f2. Okay. 19. Okay. So in this way we find f into x. Now what I do? Now from data, let's see. Now from data, the sum of these is what? 120, that is 17 plus f1 plus 32 plus f2 plus 19 is equal to what? 120. Now we get f1 plus f2 plus this is 17, 32 and 19. 68 plus 68 is equal to 120, that is the value of f1 plus f2 is equal to 120 minus 68. 120 minus 68, that is 52. That is what? 52. So we get at f1 plus f2 is equal to 52. Take equation number 1. In this way, from there, by the help of this data, we find a relationship between which? Between f1 and f2, which is f1 plus f2 is equal to that 52. Now we adding them. Now we find the sigma f into x is equal to what? Let's see. First of all, we adding all the constant terms, which is what? 1600. Okay. Now 170. Now 1600, 170. Now 1700, 100, 1710. Okay. So we get what? This is 0. This is 8. 8. This is 3480. This is 3480. Okay. Plus plus 30 f1 plus 70 f2. 30 f1 na? Plus 30 f1 plus 70 f2. Now we apply the formula for mean. Thus mean is equal to sigma f into x upon sigma f. Sigma f into x is what? This is what? 3480 plus 30 f1 plus 70 f2. This is the mean. Sorry, this is sigma fx upon sigma. The value of sigma f is what? 120 is equal to the mean of the given data is 50. Okay. Now we find 3480 plus 30 f1 plus 70 f2 is equal to 50 into 120. That is what? This is 6100, 6000. Thus we get as 30 f1 plus 70 f2 is equal to 6000 minus 3480. Now we subtracting them, we get 6000. That is 3480. Okay, this is 0. This is low. This is what? 9 minus 4, 4. That is 5. That is 5. This is 2520. This is 2520. Okay, dear students. Now we taking 2 as common from this question, from this equation. So we take 10 as common. So 3 f1 plus 7 f2 is equal to 2 5 2 0 0 0 cancel to each other. Thus we get an expression is what? 3 f1 plus 7 f2 is equal to 252. Take equation number 2. Okay, dear students, take equation number 2. Thus, dear students, for that question we find two equations. We form two equations. First one is what? f1 plus f2 is equal to 52. Second one is what? 3f1 plus 7f2 is equal to 52. Now what I do? Now both the equations are linear in terms of f. So we solve equation solving. Now we solving equation 1 and 2, and hence we find the value of f1 and f2. Let's see, dear students. Thus, let's see. Thus, solving equation 1 and 2. We get now solving. Thus, solving equation 1 and 2, we get equation 1 is what? We multiply by 3. So 3f1 plus 3f2 is equal to 3 plus 3 5 15. This is 1 and this is 2 is what? 3f1 plus 7f2 is equal to 252. Now subtracting them. Okay, now on subtracting them we get what? Let's see this. That is f1 must cancel to each other. Now that is minus 7f2, that is plus 3f2, that is what? Minus 4f2 is left. Now here this is subtracting what? 156 from 1 to 52. No? 156. This is 6, 14, 9, 96. That is we get what? Minus 96. Now minus minus cancel to each other. That is the value of f2 is equal to 96 upon 4. That is 4 2s are 8, 4 4s are 16. That is the value of f2 is what? 24. The value of f2 is what? 24. Now what I do? Now we put the value of f2 in equation first. Thus from equation 1 here we put the value of f2, that is f1 plus 24 is equal to 52. That is f1 is equal to 52 minus 24 is equal to what? Let's see. 52 minus 24, that is 8. This is 28. Yes, the value of f1 is what? Just 28 and value of f2 is 24. Okay, thus this is the required solution of the given question. This is the required solution of the given question. Thus, dear students, in this way you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. So please, dear students, do more and more practices of that type of questions. After that, you can solve each and every question of your NCERT exercise based on these topics. Now, dear students, we take and solve one more question based on these topics. Okay, let's see. In this topic 9 we are going to discuss about the next topic of that chapter, which is median, and we take some important question based on median, dear students. Okay, which is very important. Now let's see. Now, we are going to discuss about the median. You know that in previous class we discussed about the topic median for ungrouped data, and you know that the middlemost value of any observation in any set of observations is known as the median. Means median of the any type divide the given series into equal parts. But in that class we are going to discuss about the median for group data, and for group data, dear friends, for group data we have a very important formula, which is what? To find the median for and group data, we use the formula as what? L, this is the lower limit of the median class, plus n by 2 minus cumulative frequency Cs upon f into h. Here L is what? L is the lower limit of the median class. This is the lower limit of median class. Okay, N is what? Sum of frequencies. Sum of frequency, that is sigma f. This is n is equal to sigma f. Okay, sum of all frequencies. Okay, and f is the frequency of the median class. Frequency of median class. H is what? Class size of median class. Class size of the median class. And CF is what? CF is what? This is the cumulative frequency. This is what? Cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency preceding the median class. Preceding the median class. So this is the very important information for that formula, so which is very important formula. So please dear student, do more and more practice and learn that type of that formulas. This very carefully, and you applying that formula in your questions. Okay, now we take a very short question based on median and we discuss that formula. Okay, so suppose that we have a data, and here the marks is given as what? 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and 40 to 50. Okay, 0 to 10, 10 to 30. Sorry, this is given as 10 to 30, 30 to 60, 30 to 60, 60 to 60 to 80, 60 to 80, and last one is what? 80 to 90. Okay, and their respective frequencies is 5, 15, 30, 5, 15, 30, 8, 2. We find the median of that class, that question. For finding the median, first of all, we find the cumulative frequency. We find the CF. We finding the CF, we write 5 as it is. This is 20. Now we adding them. This is what? 50. That is what? 58. And this is what? 60. Okay. Thus, here number of sum of frequencies as sigma f is what? This is 60. Now, the main work for that question is what? We find the median class. For finding the median class, we find the value of n by 2, which is what? 60 by 2, that is what? 30. So we just observe the cumulative frequency just greater than n by 2. Just greater than n by 2 means just greater than 30, which is what? 50. Which is what? Now we observe the cumulative frequency just greater than n by 2, which is what? 50. So their respective class, their corresponding class is our median class. So this is the median class. Okay, and this is the lower limit of the median class. This is the frequency of the median class. This is the cumulative frequency preceding the median class. Okay, and the class size of the median class is what? 30. The value of h is what? 30. Here, this is h is equal to what? 30. Class size of the median class. Okay, dear students. So in this way we find all the values. Now we put all these value in the given in the previous formula which we discussed in that class just now, and we find the required median. Okay, dear friends. Okay, dear friends. Thus, dear friends, this is the method to solve that type of questions. Okay, so in this way, we first of all we find the median class, and for median class we just observe, we find the value of the corresponding frequency just greater than n by 2. So their corresponding class is the median class. So median class is, that is the value of h. This is L, the lower limit of the median class. Class size of the median class, which is 30, and this is the frequency of the median class 30, and this is the frequency of the cumulative frequency of the preceding the median class. So thus in that class we discuss all the important questions and formula based on that chapter. Now in next class we take and solve some important question based on the median. Okay, dear students. Now thanks to all.